Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to episode 41 of The Rainbow Bridge. My name is Rena Dwelly. I am a master dowser and spiritual alchemist. I assist people in clearing physical, mental, and emotional blocks in their mind, body, soul, and their environments. And through this work, I help people raise their energetic frequency and the energetic frequency of the environments that they live, work, and play. And this allows them to work with the direct access to the law of attraction. So welcome, 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 everybody. Happy morning to you. I have a really fun show planned, and I think you're going to love it. So I'm a magical creature, and I love unicorns, I love dragons, I love rainbows, I love fairies, I love elves, I love gnomes, I love all the things, right? And I'm sure you do too, because if you weren't magical creatures, you wouldn't be tuning into the show, right? That's how it works. Like attracts like. I love adding little twists and sparks of magic into my day. So if you are looking for some fun ways to add little twists and sparks of love into your day, you are in the right place. So I want to invite you to invite your friends to this show, share this out, whatever you want to do to help spread the message. This is going to be a fun one, and I have a really good story to share with you during this show too. So it's going to be awesome. The frequency of love supports us in so many different and beneficial ways. Feeling loved improves our health and wellness. It helps us feel understood. It enhances our mood, and so much more. It is truly the frequency, I believe in my heart, that supports evolution for our planet and for humanity. So this is going to be pretty good. The first thing I want to do today, you guys know we always turn on our tubes of light. And that's kind of where I want to head first. That way we can kind of play along as we go. So with that being said, I'm going to invite you to just get comfortable in your chair. We're going to create an energetic tube of light around us to activate our energetic firewalls, call in our divine spiritual team, and release some karma and start our day with some magic. So just close your eyes, kick back in your chair. You can do this laying down, sitting in a yogic position, whatever is comfortable for you. Take some deep breaths, follow my voice. We're going to call our energy into present time. And from above our heads, we call in crystalline white light to create a beautiful tube of energy around and beneath us. We're going to call this into our physical body. We're going to expand this into our etheric body. And as we do this, this clears our energetic filter, which helps keep us well and healthy, keep our thoughts pure. Our etheric body is about 4 inches outside of the physical body. Now expand your awareness into your emotional body. This is about 1 foot outside of your physical body. And as we bring the crystalline white light into the emotional body, it brings calm and peace and harmony into our emotional field. We're going to connect now with our lower mental body. This is about 2 feet outside of the physical body. And we expand the crystalline white light into the lower mental body, releasing any illusions and fears, balancing our left and right brain. We pull these energy bodies up, clicking them together just like Legos. We click the physical body into the etheric body. We click the physical and etheric body into the emotional body. And we click the physical and etheric and emotional bodies into the lower mental body. We travel up the rainbow bridge, connecting with our quantum point, which is about an arm's length above the head. I want you to imagine your quantum point as a crystal ball. And we use crystal because it is programmable. And from this point, we are connected in with the quantum field, the higher levels of the quantum field. And we're going to call in first the frequency of sapphire blue around and beneath us. This activates our energetic firewall, protecting us from lower vibrational energies. And you can make this as thick as you need it to be today. How much of a bumper do you need to protect you? Next, we call in the frequency of rose around and beneath us. This frequency connects us to divine unconditional love from the universe. And we call in our spiritual team to come close to us, let their presence be known. Our spiritual masters, our angels, any light beings who are here to help us on our journey. From beneath your feet, we're going to call in the amethyst light. We anchor this down to Mother Earth and pull this up over our head and expand this into our etheric, emotional, and lower mental bodies. And into this beautiful amethyst light, we surrender any karma, any heaviness, density into this light to be transformed, setting ourselves free. We're going to call in a golden dome around us. This amplifies our meditation work today. And holding our awareness at our quantum point, we're going to rub our hands together. Place the palms of your hands over your eyes and very gently bring yourself back into the world. I'm going to give you guys just a minute. Okay, guys, so here is where I'm going to share some of my favorite ways to infuse my day with love. Now that we are connected to these quantum frequencies from the quantum field, you have access. So my favorite way to start the day, first of all, is with the tubes of light. And from there, I just proceed forward. Now, the first thing I have on my list is stirring love into a dish that you are cooking. Now, this is fun. And you can actually taste the difference. You can tell when food is made with love. It just tastes better. I'm sorry. It just really does taste better. So as you're stirring your dish, imagine stirring it clockwise and bringing in that rose-colored frequency down from the quantum point above your head, an arm's length above your head. Pull this down and anchor it in your heart. And then you're going to allow it to flow down your arms, out your hands, into the spoon or whatever utensil you're using, and it's going to come into that dish in a clockwise motion, because that rose frequency is a masculine frequency. It is masculine is kind of more it's just comes in that frequency. It's more, whereas the feminine is I can't find the word. Oh my gosh. Feminine is receptive. Masculine does the stronger, bringing it about into manifestation. Oh, goodness sakes. I'm sorry, guys. So we're going to imagine that coming in a clockwise motion, stirring it into the food that we make. And it just activates it. And I mean, you can't go wrong with love, right? It is a very gentle, beautiful, yet powerful frequency that we can call in. Number 2, wash your dishes with love. There's a story that I tell repeatedly. I was in class before, I'm not sure if it was inner diamond or diamond dowsing. My teacher, Annette, had told this story about this woman who went to Marie Diamond and said, I want to transform my life, but I don't have a lot of money, so I can't afford to necessarily take a bunch of classes and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. I think a lot of us can relate to that. So Marie told her, and this is the best advice I've ever heard, go home and do everything with love. Wash your dishes with love. Now, can you imagine? I do this. I do the dishes at my house. Scrubbing your dishes, and again, allowing that frequency to flow down from your heart, out your arms, your hands, and infusing your dishes with love, so that the people in your home who, whether they live there or are visitors, they are eating off of plates that are infused with love. Again, this is going to boost your immune system, your health and wellness. This is going to help you feel loved and supported. I mean, just try it. It's amazing. And again, you can tell when your food is served off of a plate infused with love. It just tastes better. In the Indian culture, they have bindis, and they wear bindis to send sort of an activation to you. So when you go to your closet or your dresser, your wardrobe, and you pull out, say, a rose-colored shirt, and you wear it for the day, not only are you activating that frequency for yourself, this is number 3, guys, you are also activating it for the people that you come in contact with. There is a stim with these color frequencies, and when people see them, like this aqua blue clarity, you have the violet light here through amethyst, aura light 23 actually. That's release, peace. These are things that we can do to surround ourselves with love. So you can wear rose-colored clothing or necklace or jewelry, whatever you want to do. Number 4, be kind. This is huge. And you know this. Holding doors for somebody that's going into a store, or any little act of kindness you can do. Kindness is defined as having or showing a friendly, generous, and considerate nature. So from there, you can use your imagination. And that's one really awesome way to infuse your day with love. And I bet you $1 million that person's going to go do something for the next person that's kind and generous and considerate, and so on and so forth. It's like the people at Starbucks who buy your coffee in the car ahead of you, or, you know, whatever it is. It's just a way to share and spread the love. Number 5, set your intention to radiate love from your heart wherever you go. Care Bear stare. I just always do that when I do the tubes of light in the morning. Just always send that frequency out of my heart, and just imagine whoever needs it, as it's flowing out of my heart, they are able to receive that into their heart. Number 6, meditate. Create an energy ball and send it with love. So energy balls are super fun. This is something I've shared with you guys a few times. You just rub your hands together, let them get nice and warm, and then you can begin by pulling it apart very gently. And you'll feel kind of this this warmth, this ball, this magnetism growing in your hands. And again, from your heart, down your arms, into your hands, and into that energy ball, send it with love. Now you could do things like imagine that this energy ball is our planet, or you can even just keep it as an energy ball. And you know how you blow wishes? Blow it with love and send it out for whoever to receive it. Maybe even yourself. If you're doing it for yourself, you can hold it to your heart and just imagine infusing yourself with love. Now, some of us love to meditate. I'm one of these people, but people meditate in different ways. So this might be another option for this. You can color a picture of the world and imagine it being infused with love as you color it. Again, your intention is huge. So keep it pure. Number 7, activate your throat chakra with divine love so you can speak love. Okay, so we've been talking about anchoring that frequency into your heart. And then from your heart, you can allow that rose light to travel up into your throat, and just ask that as you speak, your words are infused with that rose frequency. Now, trust me, this really does work, and people are very receptive. When you call these frequencies into your words, it's like they just hear you in a different way. Try it. I mean, it's really incredible. It's like it just wraps it in this little warm, comforting blanket, and people hear you a little better. They understand you a little bit better. The message gets across a little bit better. So all of that for them, but for you, it allows the words to flow from the divine source. Again, very cool tip and trick. Number 8, hug somebody. Turn on your tubes of light. Call in the crystalline white light around and beneath you, creating an energetic tube around and beneath you of light. Then we call in the sapphire blue light to activate your firewall. We call in the rose around and beneath us to call in your spiritual team. Call up the violet light to release your heaviness, your density, your karma, and then anchor that love, that rose frequency in your heart. Allow this to flow down your arms, out your hands, and wrap the people you are hugging in this incredible, divine, unconditional love. So these frequencies stay active for the next 24 hours in your etheric bodies, your subtle bodies. So, I mean, imagine sharing that light, because as you hug these people, now they're activated with those frequencies. It's really incredible. It is really, really incredible. And it feels really nice. Try it. Number 9, this is one of my favorites. Fold your laundry and infuse it with love. Ask the frequency of the divine and unconditional love to flow down into your hands and as you fold laundry for yourself or your family. Now there's a little poem that I like to sing as I do this. It's kind of silly, but I'm a silly girl. Every stitch and every fold, this is where love grows. So as you fold your clothes, like for my son and my husband, you know, my husband will hug me, of course, but I have a 16-year-old son. So as he grows, you know, he kind of doesn't want mom hugging him all the time in public. You know how it is. It's just part of the rite of passage, growing up kind of stuff. So I love folding his clothes with love because it wraps him in divine love from my heart to his. And I just know he always has a hug on him that way. You can also charge your water. This is number 10. So I'm going to set my notes aside. I have to show you this. I have a friend that makes these. This is my little coaster for my office. Isn't that cool? So as I put my water or my coffee or my tea on that, it activates it. So I have a glass of water here. If you have a glass of water, you can sure join in. And then again, we're going to call in that divine frequency of love. We're activating our quartz quantum point ball above our head. We're going to call in that rose frequency. It's going to come down into our head. We're going to pull it down into our hearts, anchor it in the hearts. And then we're going to allow this to flow down our shoulders, down your arm, into your hands. And I'm just holding my cup like this and allow that rose frequency to charge your water. It literally just takes a second. Your intention is everything. And you can even feel the electric vibration as your water is charged with divine love. It is really cool. Water has a memory and it holds these frequencies, these intentions. So whether you're doing this for yourself or somebody you love, this is an incredible thing to do. I also have a little chunk of rose quartz here. You can use rose quartz. It's one of the safe ones. Use tumbled, shiny. Make sure you wash it. I wash it just like I wash my dishes with some organic dish soap. Then you can, again, allow that frequency to flow from your hands and infuse this crystal with love. Again, it just takes a second. And I'm going to drop it in my water. And from there, you have charged water. So I have one more important tip, and I have a few minutes to share it. So I want to make sure I share it. I have some very special spiritual family members, and I'm going to talk about two of my spiritual sisters, Tracy and Kelly. So my darling friend Tracy has this beautiful little girl who is special. All kids are super special. And she's just like Max, my son Max, and they are highly intelligent and just tuned into the world. Now, back in September, I went to visit Tracy and work on some of my teacher training for the work that I do. And I stayed with Tracy and I got to sleep in her little girl's room. Piper is her name. Piper is so special. So Piper likes all the things like I do: fairies, gnomes, unicorns, dragons, rainbows, all of that special stuff. So Tracy took me in her room, and in the little corner of her room, she has this, it looks like a tree trunk, and she calls it her camper, but it's for her fairies. And she has little fairies she plays with. And on her wall, she hung up a little fairy door so the fairies can come visit her. And I'm telling you, I had the most interesting and amazing dreams that night. And it was just such a magical thing to sleep in that room. And I dreamed of fairies and dragons and rainbows and gnomes. And it was so awesome. It was the best night's sleep I had in a long, long time. The most fun night's sleep I had in a long, long time. Anyway, so Piper came to visit me in my sleep last night, and first she told me we have this wooden headboard and I have little shelves on it, and she showed me that I should have a fairy door there and some little fairies and an elephant and a dragon and all this stuff. And she wanted me to share this tip with you, that we should play, because her room is infused with the magic that it is because she plays. And you can take that for what it's worth. I mean, I'm not saying we need to get our old Barbies and Matchbox cars and Legos out, but maybe we should, right? The next morning I had woke up and I told Tracy, I'm like, man, this girl is magic. There is so many fairies and gnomes. And I told her about my exciting dreams, and she goes, did you look at the shelf above your head? And I said, no, I didn't. And she goes, just take a look. And there were elephants and gnomes and fairies and dragons on her shelf. Maybe not gnomes, sorry, but there was definitely fairies and dragons and elephants there. So it was really, really magical. This is the piece that's missing for us. We need to play. We need to play, and we need to play as if we were the children who aren't afraid of what everyone else is going to think. We need to play with our Barbies, our Matchbox cars, our Legos, and imagine this coming to life for us. Because in Piper's room, it had. And everything Piper does, her life is magic because of the magic she creates through play. Now, if you're not into so much playing with those kinds of things, you can also dance. Dance is very powerful, and it infuses our lives and our hearts with magic. Just try it. So with that being said, my darling friend Kelly and I are Piper's fairy godmothers. And I don't know if she's going to get to see this show, but maybe she will. If she does, I love you, Piper. You are very special to me. Yeah, it's amazing stuff. So you guys, don't forget to play. It's very important. I know as a mom and a businesswoman, we get so caught up in our lives doing the mundane things, but the mundane things are the places where we can infuse our lives with magic, like folding our clothes and saying a little poem to fold them with love. Cooking dinner, we can send love. I mean, these are just the most awesome places that we can infuse these beautiful things with magic. And that's what real magic is all about. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next Thursday. If you would like to connect with me, I'll make sure and put my stuff in the comments so you can reach out, connect with me, message me. All are welcome. Stick around and catch all the other amazing shows that are up on the Akashic Academy. I think up next we have Tanya Mosley. I think she's on today. She is literally on at 11:30. And then I also want to invite you to become an Akashic Academy member. So you are on the public page, but we have an insider page where there's all kinds of interesting and fascinating things happening behind the scenes. We have special education sessions from Coach Nick and our founder and director, Emily Harrison. Coach Nick is her business partner. So we have full moon rituals, we have new moon rituals, and all kinds of super fantastic things to dive into. So with that being said, may your day be filled with lots of love, light, and magic. Thank you so much.